Part 15. G1 returned a few minutes later with a bottle of water. He crouched slightly in front of her and handed it over. "Here," he said gently. "Drink." Myra took it with both hands, sipping slowly. Her breathing had finally steadied. Her sobs reduced to quiet hiccups. "You all right?" he asked, voice calm. No urgency, just concern. She nodded. "Yeah, I think so. Good," he said. "Take your time." "Thank you," she murmured, eyes still downcast. They sat in silence for a moment before he spoke again. "Do you want to tell me what happened?" he asked, then quickly added, "If you don't, that's okay too." She hesitated, fingers tightening around the bottle. She stopped, then shook her head. "Not yet, that's fine," G1 said immediately. "Do you need anything? Snacks? Ice cream? Or we can just sit?" "No," she replied softly. "I'm okay." The drive to her place was quiet. When they pulled up, Myra didn't move. If Mom sees me like this, she asks questions. I don't think I can explain right now, she thought. G1 noticed immediately, but didn't comment. He simply waited. "Can I stay in the car for a bit?" she asked finally. He glanced at her, then smiled, not teasing, not curious. "Just warm, if that's what you want," he said. "But you must be hungry." She blinked. "Huh? We were supposed to have dinner," he continued. "Crying burns calories." Despite herself, she let out a small laugh. "Okay, that settles it," he said lightly. "You're coming with me." She only realized what that meant when they pulled into his place. She thought they were eating out. G1 glanced at her reflection. She realized her eyes were still puffy, lashes clumped from tears. "I figured you might not want people staring," he said. "But if you'd rather—" "No," she interrupted quickly. "This is fine." His place was beautiful. Floor-to-ceiling windows. Clean, warm lighting. Stylish furniture that somehow still felt lived in. She noticed something strange though. Different photos of places and nature. None of him. No family. No friends. Her gaze drifted until she spotted a guitar resting in the corner, and a piano beside it. He likes music, she thought. Then she turned to the kitchen. G1 was already in an apron. "Done sightseeing?" She nodded, stepping closer. "I want to help." He shook his head. "Nope. I'm taking full credit tonight. Let me be a good chef in peace." She smiled faintly and leaned against the counter instead. Looking at him cooking, she noticed how his bicep flexed against his shirt, his muscles, and then she recalled that night. "Stop it. What is wrong with you, Myra?" she said, turning away. Minutes later, the scent of food filled the air. When he set the dish in front of her, her stomach growled embarrassingly loud. She took one bite. "Oh," her eyes widened. She immediately gave him a thumbs up. "Told you," he said smugly. "I can cook." They ate quietly at first. Then G1 spoke again, softer this time. "How do you feel now?" he asked. "And do you want to talk?" She paused, chopstick hovering mid-air. Her chest tightened, but this time she didn't pull away. "Oh, it's a long story," she said. G1 didn't react. No stiffening, no questions, just a calm nod. "I'm listening." And for the first time that night, Myra told him everything. From Hyung-soon being her first love, to how she waited and waited without ever knowing she was waiting for someone who had already left. How he disappeared without a word. How he came back as the managing director in their company. And spoke of the past like it hadn't broken her. Like nothing had happened. When she finished, the room fell quiet. She slowly looked up at G1, bracing herself for pity or worse. That careful sympathy people give when they don't really know what to say. Instead, she saw something else. A flicker of annoyance. Sharp. Controlled. Almost angry. "How dare he," Ji-won said. His voice was calm, but the words were not. Who does that? If his situation was that complicated, and he wasn't ready to open up, then he should have let you be. "Really?" she asked softly. Ji-won nodded. "Really?" Then, after a beat, he added dryly, "You know what? Maybe I should end him." Myra burst out laughing. Oh my god, she said, covering her mouth. You're no different from Ha-yeon, he smiled. Damn. I figured she said something like that too. She did, Myrae said, still laughing. Ji-won leaned back, then glanced at her. No. But seriously, maybe I should talk to him. Tell him not to bother you. Myrae took another bite of food, casual. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. Ji-won's expression softened, but his hand reached out anyway, resting lightly over hers. If anything happens, he said quietly. Or if he does anything that makes you uncomfortable, tell me. Okay? She froze for half a second, then he added, smiling. I mean it. She nodded. Thank you, you're really kind, he chuckled. Only to you, my lady. They finished eating like that, talking about nothing and everything. Snacks followed. Time slipped by unnoticed. When he finally dropped her off, the building was quiet. Myrae opened the door slowly, careful not to wake her mother. She kicked off her shoes and collapsed onto the couch, staring at the ceiling. Hyung-soon's face flashed in her mind. What was he about to say before I ran away? She pushed the thought away. Then Ji-won. The way he listened. The way he didn't rush her. The way being with him felt. Good. Safe. Warm. But another image crept in, unwanted. His house. The pink fluffy indoor slippers by the door. The pink toothbrush. The towel in the guest bathroom. There was someone else. Maybe a girlfriend. Or just a friend. She exhaled slowly. Then why is he so kind to me? And why did he say all those things that night? She shook her head. He never said he liked her. She was the one reading into things. Maybe he was just a genuinely good person. Myrae curled up on the couch, exhaustion finally claiming her. Guess we're back to ignoring him, she muttered softly. And then she fell asleep. The following days were avoidance perfected. Myrae went back to pretending Ji-won didn't exist. Her mother left the next morning, not before filling the freezer with enough side dishes to survive an apocalypse. She asked casually, too casually, about Ji-won while tying her shoes. Just a friend, Myrae said. Her mother hummed like she didn't believe a word. Be nice to him. At least, Myrae did the exact opposite. Once, she spotted Ji-won in the office lobby, phone in hand. Her heart jumped straight into her throat. She spun around and took the stairs all the way to the 9th floor. Lungs burning. Pride abandoned. Another time, during lunch with Dahai, she saw him walking past the cafeteria windows. She ducked. Actually ducked right under the table. Dahai stared at her. Are you okay? Myrae laughed awkwardly from beneath the tablecloth. Very okay. She was not. Then Ji-won sent cake to her desk. She stared at the neatly packed meals, guilt crawling up her spine. He didn't text, didn't ask, just sent it. That somehow made it worse. And she hasn't seen Hyun-soon since that day. She heard he took a sick leave. Then, the next evening, as she was heading home, she saw him. Ji-won wasn't alone. He was walking with a woman, pretty, elegant, blonde hair catching the light. She looked like she belonged on a runway, or at least in magazines Myrae pretended not to read. So that's her, Myrae thought immediately. His girlfriend? She turned away at once, almost forgetting she was supposed to be ignoring him. Her steps quickening. Hi, she froze. Before she could escape, a cheerful blur stepped right into her path. Oh my wow, the young woman said brightly. You look even better in person. Your skin is glowing. Myrae blinked, flustered. Thank you. Excuse me, do you know me? The woman grinned, clearly pleased. Just as Ji-won reached out and lightly dragged her back. Stop it, Shin-hae, he said. How many times have I told you not to scare people like that? Oppa, I wasn't, she protested. I was just saying hi. Myrae watched the exchange, momentarily stunned. She'd never seen this side of Ji-won so different. So normal. He cleared his throat. Sorry about that. This is Shin-hae, his sister. Shin-hae cut in happily. Nice to meet you. Myrae's brain short-circuited. His sister? So she's not. Don't tell me. That's slippers. The toothbrush, no, stop. Don't spiral. Oh, Myray said quickly, smiling. Nice to meet you. You're very pretty. I'm Myray. Kang Myray. Shinhai grabbed her hand instantly. Nuna. I'll call you Nuna. Stop it, Ji-won said, dragging her lightly. Shinhai laughed. What? I like her. Myray watched them, fascinated. This Gi-won teased, flustered, real was new. Then Shinhai turned sharply toward her. We're going to the supermarket. Oppa's making bindettyeok. You should come. Myray stiffened. Ah, they're the best, Shinhai added, eyes pleading. Myray looked at Ji-won. It's okay, he said. But his smile didn't quite reach his eyes. That's when she realized it wasn't his usual calm expression. It wasn't warmth. Ji-won's lips curved, polite and calm, but it wasn't the smile she knew. Not the quiet one he wore when he handed her coffee. Not the soft one that showed up when she laughed without realizing it. This one was measured, careful, and he hasn't said a word to her since. Was he upset? Because she'd been avoiding him. Her chest twisted. He has every right to be. Isn't this what I wanted? Distance? But what if I misunderstood everything? Before she could overthink it further, she took Shinhai's hand. Yeah, Myray said, forcing a light tone. I don't have anything planned. I'm in, Shinhai beamed, practically dragging her away. Myray laughed, then glanced back. Ji-won was smiling now, really smiling. She raised an eyebrow. And for the first time in days, the distance she'd built didn't feel quite so solid. At the supermarket, Shinhai was a whirlwind. She bounced between aisles, tossing ingredients into the cart with confidence, explaining everything like Myray was already family. This one is better for bindettyeok. Don't trust the packaging, trust the smell, she said, shoving green onions toward Myray's nose. Myray laughed. You sound like a professional. I grew up watching him cook, Shinhai said, jerking her thumb toward Ji-won. He's scary serious in the kitchen. That's not true, Ji-won said mildly. Myray glanced at him. You are. You fold dumplings like they personally offended you, Shinhai gasped. See? She gets you. Ji-won's smile. Somehow, she was back in Ji-won's house again. The moment they stepped into the kitchen, Ji-won gently ushered both of them out. I'll handle it, he said, before shooting his sister a look sharp, meaningful. Don't say anything stupid. Shinhai only smiled, innocent and unapologetic. She really was a beam of sunshine. Within minutes, Myray found herself laughing as Shinhai talked about embarrassing childhood stories. About how Ji-won used to be too serious even as a kid. About how she was 21 now and still in college. She didn't talk much about their parents. Myray remembered Ji-won once saying they were always busy. Oh, Shinhai added casually. I came back to Korea to spend time with my brother. It was his birthday yesterday. Myray froze. Birthday? She repeated softly. Shinhai tilted her head, confused. You didn't know? Of course she didn't. She'd been too busy avoiding him. Oh my god. Before Myray could spiral further, Ji-won called from the kitchen that the food was ready. They gathered around the dining table. Myray ate quietly at first, guilt sitting heavier than the food in her stomach. She'd convinced herself of things that weren't true. She'd avoided him when he'd done nothing but be kind. Is it bad? Ji-won asked carefully, watching her expression. She shook her head quickly. No, it's really good. I love it, he nodded, visibly relieved, and poured her a drink. Oppa is the best when it comes to cooking, Shinhai said proudly. Back then he used to make. Ji-won raised an eyebrow. I didn't say anything, she added quickly. Myray chuckled. The rest of the night passed easily. Shinhai asked Myray about herself, where she worked, how she and Ji-won met. It felt warm, normal. Too soon, it ended. After Shinhai made her promise she'd visit tomorrow, Ji-won offered to take her home. She tried to argue, but he was already reaching for his coat. Outside, the night was quiet. They walked in silence for a moment before Myray stopped. Why didn't you tell me yesterday was your birthday? Ji-won turned to her slowly. I figured you didn't want to be around me. Her chest tightened. That's not, if you don't like me being around you, he continued calmly. I won't bother you. You don't have to hide anymore. I'll keep my distance if that's what you want. So he knew. She swallowed hard and stepped closer. I'm sorry, she said softly. I didn't mean to. I just thought. Thought what? He asked. She flushed and took a step back. I thought you had a girlfriend. I saw the slippers, the towel. I just assumed. Ji-won laughed genuinely, openly for the first time. Really? Those were shin highs. She crossed her arms defensively. I didn't know. I just thought. He smiled and stepped closer. I don't have a girlfriend, Myrae. She looked up. If I did, he added quietly, I wouldn't be chasing you. They both froze. Ji-won realized what he'd said and immediately stepped back, flustered. I mean talking to you. Being around you. You know, Myrae laughed softly, shaking her head. Yeah, I understand. So, we're cool? He asked. She nodded. Yeah, we're cool, he smiled. Next time, don't assume. Ask me first. She nodded again. Okay, promise? Promise. Ji-won smiled. And for the first time in days, Myrae felt like she could breathe again. Just like that, he forgave me. Just like that, without warning, she stepped forward and wrapped her arm around him. Ji-won froze. Thank you, and happy birthday. And so sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Ji-won smiled and hugged her tightly. It's all right. It's all right, he said quietly. Thank you. And they stay like that for a moment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification to know when I upload the next chapter.